The 10th round of the iGP Manager AOR League was in Hungary for a very wet start that saw the majority of the cars equipping the full wet compound for the opening lap with over 3.5 millimeters of water on the circuit. Championship leader Peter Mann started the race in second position ahead of his rival Cesar Navarro, but it was the other Navarro brother of Jose who made up positions at the start, possibly as a result of lower fuel for his first stint up to second place from fourth on the grid. By the end of lap 3, the rain had stopped and the track was already drying out, which led to the race leader Nicolas Carrasco coming into the pits to fit a set of intermediates as the track dried out quickly. End of lap 12, and with 0.5 millimeter of water on track and DRS already activated, it was Jose Luis Navarro who was first to pit for a set of dry tires, opting for the soft compound and emerging in P10. Lap 17, and after several laps of waiting, it seemed the track was ready for dry tires, with the likes of Coleman lapping as quick or quicker than the intermediate runners and with lots of fuel on board. This meant a very busy pit lane as all of the front runners came into the pits except for the championship leader Peter Mann. 2 laps later, and Peter Mann finally made his stop, and while all of his rivals had gone for the softer super soft compounds, he opted for the mediums, and with just 16 laps remaining, he'd be able to go to the end on that set. End of lap 21, and with Peter Mann heavy with fuel and on a slower compound, it was Nicolas Morales on the softs who desperately wanted to make the overtake and start using his tire advantage to build a gap to his rival. However, Peter deployed just enough boost on the straight to keep Morales behind. 1 lap later, and Morales was at it again on the DRS straight, but as with the lap before, Peter Mann continued to defend fiercely and kept the yellow car in his mirrors once again. Lap 24, and while Morales did finally make the move on Peter Mann, the damage was already done and he still had another stop to make, and Mann did not. A bit further up the road, though, the other championship contender Cesar Navarro was pitting from the super softs and going onto a set of softs for his final stint, coming out in P7. In the end, Peter Mann's 2-stop strategy saw him cross the finish line in first position with an almost 7-second gap down to the 3-stoppers of Nicolas Carrasco and Cesar Navarro, who completed the podium, while championship contender Nicolas Morales could only manage 4th in the mixed conditions race. In the championship standings, there's been no movement at the top, but Autosport did move ahead of Jake Thompson thanks to their 11th place finish in Hungary. Still no points on the board for Autosport, but after one of their best races of the season, they now sit in P15 in the standings.